What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick, and this is the place to be for everything landscape photography. Today, I'm going over my essential pieces of gear for landscape photography. Should be a good one. Let's roll that intro. Alright guys, welcome back. My last take. I wasn't recording. Wow, I think I got through the whole thing and I forgot to press record. Pro tip, if you're doing YouTube videos, make sure you have some sort of like a tally light or something to let you know that you're recording. Unbelievable. So anyways, how was your week, guys? Or thus far? I know I released a video and I asked the same question, but I always like to hear what you guys are up to, what photos you guys have been taking and all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments below. I will respond to each and every one of your questions. All right, so before we get into today's video, if you could please go down there, somewhere down here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that little bell notification. It would really support my channel, help me out, and you guys will know when I upload my next video. Also, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Links are in the description below. All right, let's get into this. We're talking about the my essential pieces of gear for landscape photography. First one, camera. Of course, I'm just stating the obvious. You need a camera. It doesn't matter if it's full frame, crop sensor, micro four thirds. Doesn't matter if it's a 20 megapixel or 60 megapixel. As long as your camera can shoot raw, you're golden. You need a camera that will shoot raw. Pretty much every other photographer I know shoots raw, so shoot raw. And two, guys, if you're just getting started with landscape photography, or if you don't even know if this is the type or the genre of photography you want to get into, or if you want to get into photography in general, my advice is to buy used. Just buy secondhand. I know within Edmonton there's a couple of places, VizTech and McBain, that will sell used or secondhand gear. Just give it a whirl. Make sure it shoots raw though, but give it a whirl. You can also check out like eBay or Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that. So if this is something you're wanting to get into, make sure you get a camera that shoots raw. Number two is a good quality bag. I'm not loyal to any type of brand like Low Pro or Nomadic or anything. What I literally do is the same thing I do if I'm shopping for a pair of shoes. I go in, I throw the bag on. If it's comfortable, I buy it. I lean towards more of the hiking style backpack where they have the chest and the stomach clips. It just kind of takes the weight off of my back and kind of evenly distributes the weight. So my advice to you is go shopping for a camera bag as if you were shopping for a pair of shoes. If it's comfortable, get it. Who cares about the brand name? Nobody really looks at your bag anyway. Number three, it's a hard case SD card holder. There's nothing worse than getting one of those flimsy little fabric wallets. As convenient as they are, they don't protect anything. Pelican has done their job. Pelican cases. They have an SD card holder or a case that can fit, I believe, 12 SD cards, 6 micro SD cards, hard shell SD card case. Also, I believe it's waterproof or water resistant, which is another bonus. You can literally use that thing like a hockey puck. Take a slap shot with it, and you won't have a worry that your SD cards are going to be damaged. SD cards are like gold. There's nothing worse than coming home from a 3 or 4 hour shoot. Oh no, my SD card is not working because it's damaged from water, or maybe some dust particles got in there, or maybe you stepped on it. A hard shell SD card case is the way to go. Make sure it's waterproof or water resistant. All right, number 4 is camera cover. Now, if you're on location, say you're at a waterfall or by a lake, or maybe it starts raining, or you're on a coast and some mist starts coming in. So what I did is I took my camera bag cover from an old camera bag. It's this big yellow thing. I don't ever put it on my camera bag. I throw it over top of my camera and my lens. I don't have to worry about rain or any type of moisture getting. Yeah, I said it. Moisture. It prevents my camera from getting damp. Alternatively, if you want, I can't remember who I saw this from, but another great tip that I just picked up is shower caps. What? Or Ziploc bags. But shower caps, they'll keep your hair dry in the shower, and it'll keep your camera dry too. Next is invest in a great tripod. Most of the time when you guys are shooting, it's probably going to be in the sunrise, sunset, but both of those times, light is sometimes hard to come by. And you don't want to bump up your ISO. Why? Because you're going to introduce noise and artifacts to your images. So try to keep your ISO way down. So how do we correct this to get more light in? We extend the shutter. So if you're extending the shutter to like 8 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, you're not going to sit there for 10 to 15 seconds praying and hoping to keep your camera still. It's just not going to happen. That's why you need a good tripod. Something to hold and keep your camera still so there won't be any shake. Because when that happens, you're going to introduce motion blur to all of your photos. It's just going to look warped and not good. Try to find a tripod that is your height. Like, actually go to the store, extend the legs. When you're standing up, that tripod should be at around eye level. There's nothing worse than shooting for a few hours hunched over because your tripod can only go up to here. So you're looking through your viewfinder, or you're looking in on your LCD screen. You're just going to wreck your back. So elevate it. Keep your back straight. Your back will thank you. And then you can thank me. 6, a good ball head. Again, I'm using this on my tripod and whatnot, so something similar to this little GorillaPod, where you can go from landscape to portrait in a snap. It's something you do need to get something that you are comfortable and confident in. It depends on what time of day you're shooting, but you might only have a few seconds to make quick and sharp adjustments to your camera positioning to get that shot. You need to be confident and comfortable with your ball head to actually be able to confidently get those shots, right? Don't cheap out on ball heads or tripods for that matter. A couple that I've used that you can look into, Manfrotto, of course, or Benro. They got good stuff, but make sure you do not cheap out on that. Number 7 is an app for your Android or iPhone. It's called My Gear Vault. I'm not sure if you guys watched Jared Pullen, Fro Knows Photo. If you haven't, go check him out. Awesome stuff. Funny guy. I like him. He released an app called My Gear Vault. As far as I know, I haven't come across any other apps like it, but it's a way to keep your gear organized. You can input your gear, like take photos of it so you know what make, model, of camera you have. It'll take pictures of your serial numbers and all that good stuff so that you have it with you at all times. Also, you can make virtual kits. If you're a landscape photographer and you do wedding photography as well, you can make a landscape photography kit, wedding photography kit. After the wedding's done or after your landscape shoot is done, you can go open up that kit and be like, okay, yeah, XT3 1 is here, XT3 number 2 is right there, good, XT30, good, lens 1, lens 2, lens 3. It's a good way to make you not forget. The next is a polarizer or filters or variable ND filters, something like this. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this variable ND is wide open. I think you can still kind of see me through it, but if I were to crank it this way, I don't think you'd be able to see me anymore. I hope that came out on camera. Think of these are like sunglasses for your camera. Polarizers will definitely cut down on haze and reflections on water and stuff like that if you don't want the reflections on water. Like I said, just think of these as like sunglasses for your camera. I wouldn't cheap out on these either. You'll get either color casting or color shifts in your photos, and that just does not look good whatsoever, so don't cheap out on them. A couple of brands that you can check out is Nisi, Tiffin, or Lee filters. I've used all three, and I've never had a problem with them. So one is a remote shutter release. Now with my Fuji cameras, the X-T3 that I'm filming on right now, you can download an app. That's right, it's called the Cam Remote. Any Fuji camera owners out there, I'd highly recommend you downloading that. It'll save you a little bit of money. You don't have to buy a remote shutter release. You can just use the app to control your shutter. Alternatively, you can get a remote shutter release. I believe each camera brand has their own remote shutter release. I do believe you can also get a universal remote shutter release. And yes, I understand you can put your camera on a 2-second self timer where you click and then 1, 2, then the camera will go. However, you might not have the time to do that. Save yourself the headache. Just get a remote shutter release, or see if your camera has an app that will allow you to control the shutter. Next piece of equipment that I find is essential, especially for Fuji, is a 50 to 140 lens, which is also equivalent to a full frame 70 to 200. Great for picking off those finer details like trees that might have like snow dust on them, picking off like mountain peaks. This is a great lens to do that. I guess my other lens actually that I'm currently filming on is the 16 to 80. I think those two lenses in conjunction, I have everything that I need covered. I got a nice wide angle that can kind of punch into the 80 millimeter mark, and then I also have my 50 to 140 where if I need to really punch into something, I'm able to do that. I've been using these two lenses, or this lens combo since the start of my landscape photography career, and I haven't had to use anything else. All right, so those are my 10 essential pieces of photography gear. Honorable mentions is an L bracket. Shooting like this and you need to quickly go like that. Yes, okay, a ball head can do that, but it's going to ruin your composition. So if you get an L bracket that just kind of goes underneath and up the side, you can have one plate here, one plate here. Quickly, your composition is still intact. You're good to go. Another thing, especially if you're on a coastline or anything like that, tripods. Can't speak. Tripod spikes. I'm a big advocate for different types of feet for your tripod. These tripod spikes, you can just really dig into the ground, make it super, super stable. Okay, next honorable mention is a camera lens air blower. it'll just keep your lens free from dust, particles, and stuff like that. Just, every time I throw my camera on the tripod, I just kind of give it a little squirt of air. It'll just blow all that stuff away. Alternatively, you could use a turkey baster. Don't use a turkey baster. And the last thing for honorable mentions, battery banks, especially if you're doing long exposures or time lapses. It's always good to have a couple battery banks on you in conjunction with multiple batteries for your camera. All right, guys, I think that wraps it up for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit of a long one. Hopefully you guys are still here. Are you still here? Let me know if you are in the comments below. In the bottom there, if you can hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification. It'll really help me out, help the channel out, and it'll let you guys know when I upload my next one. Also, follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Links are in the description below. In the next couple of weeks here, I'll probably be releasing my essential landscape photography gear winter edition. Winter's coming. In some places it's already here. Alberta. Let me know down below what you guys have or what you guys are planning on getting, and I will respond to all the comments. So go ahead, do that. Leave a comment. Do it. I know you want to. Sorry, I thought I could hear you typing. Anyways, all right, we will see you in the next one. Peace. Just got my flu shot. Did you get yours? I know in Alberta, it was just you're able to get your flu shot yesterday, which was October 19th. So, whew. I don't know, my arm's still a little sore, but whatever. Small price to pay to keep me protected from the flu. I wish it was protection from corona, but hopefully that comes a little bit later. Anyways, I'm rambling again. Rah. Rah, rah, ooh la la. Sound like Lady Gaga. They'll keep your hair dry in the shower, and they'll keep your camera dry too. Rah. Moisture. Anyways, rah. I need to go to bed. I'm super tired. The flu shot's kicking my ass. Bye-bye. Rah.